We have a T-Rex.
Oh. They totally have an orgasm. Hearing that. Quick. Whoa.
Welcome back, Super Friends and Super Family. I am Thor, your friendly neighborhood god of thunder, and today, once again, I am joined by my friend Jesse. We are reacting to Jurassic Park. So, I have seen this movie as a kid. You know, I was a big fan of dinosaurs growing up, so of course this was kind of a must-watch for me. I don't remember. I think I liked dinosaurs even before I watched this movie, if I recall correctly, and I think this movie just boosted my love for dinosaurs. Jesse, you have never seen this film, right?
No, I'm not a fan of dinosaurs.
You're not a fan of dinosaurs. Okay.
Maybe dolphins.
More dolphins. All right. Well,
Yeah.
it'll be interesting. Maybe we should have watched Jaws instead, you know, the shark movie. That might have been a little bit more appropriate, but we're into Jurassic Park. Do you know, I mean, this is a very kind of iconic classic film, but about Jurassic Park, like, do you know anything about it going in? I mean, besides the fact that it's involving dinosaurs?
Nope, I never did my homework.
Okay. And this is a Steven Spielberg, so I've been watching a lot of Steven Spielberg movies, obviously a very famous, talented director. Are you familiar with any Steven Spielberg movies, like Indiana Jones? No? Okay. I think this is cool.
I heard about it.
You've heard of them? Okay.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting. I think this is a kind of a fun one to get started. I remember the things you remember as a kid, like the dinosaur parts, but as far as the human storyline, some of the characters, that's more vague for me. So I am very excited to kind of rewatch this and check it out and kind of appreciate the filmmaking. But as always, if you want to see our full unedited reaction to Jurassic Park, that's up on Patreon. If you want to see us check out some more Spielberg classics, let me know in the comments down below. Just drop a comment which one would be worth it. Jaws, Saving Private Ryan, who knows? There's a lot of great Spielberg movies. He's made so many. But let us know in the comments if you want to see us check any of those out. And let's just get into the reaction. Jurassic Park. I don't know exactly what year this film came out in. I want to say early 90s. Pretty epic music for our title sequence here. I don't even remember this opening. Maybe my parents like hid parts from me as a kid.
Costa Rica.
I mean, looks like the right response for a dinosaur. Like lots of people with guns. Oh, poor Joffrey. How is it going this wrong, people?
I hope they have insurance.
Me too. Oh, that poor guy.
Yeah, they don't even wear protection.
Dang. That is an intense way to start off the film. It's so interesting they don't show the dinosaurs, too. That's kind of cool. I'm pretty sure this movie is based off a book, but I don't know like how closely it follows that storyline.
Deal with the situation now. The insurance company.
Careful, dude. He looks so out of place in his suit and tie.
I know, right? Why you have to dress up for this occasion?
Because Grant's like me. He's a digger. Que lindo eres.
Is that a mosquito?
Look at the extraordinary. What'd you do?
He touched it. Dr. Grant's not mission compatible.
Reminds me of myself.
Maybe dinosaurs have more in common with present-day birds than they do with reptiles.
Is that actually true? I'm not sure.
And even the word raptor means bird of prey.
That doesn't look very scary.
Who's that?
More like a 6-foot turkey.
Rat?
Honestly, a 6-foot turkey could be pretty scary, man.
He'll lose you if you don't move, but no, not Velociraptor.
The kid's like, this lecture is boring.
Just stares right back. And that's when the attack comes. On the side. From the other two raptors, you didn't even know were there. He slashes at you with this 6-inch retractable claw.
There you go, your turkey.
He slashes at you here or here.
Okay, are you trying to give this kid nightmares?
Or maybe across the belly, spilling your intestines.
Yeah, I get it, bro. Stop talking to me.
You are alive when they start to eat you.
That is so savage. Is that actually true?
I wonder how you feel when you heard this when you were a kid.
I was so young, I think the only thing I really noticed was like, oh, the dinosaurs on screen, they're cool. Like the actual storyline of the characters, you know, I don't think I remember much of it at all.
They're expensive. They smell.
They do not.
Some of them smell. Babies smell.
Agree. Baby smell.
Between that interaction and that comment, he's definitely not a kid person.
Yeah. That's a red flag, girl.
Hey, we were saving that. Who in God's name do you think you are?
John Hammond, and I'm delighted to meet you finally in person, Dr. Grant.
What a heck of a first impression.
I know, right? Just go into your room and steal your alcohol.
Down.
Well,
Just get a glass or two. That's
A glass for two, so there's no glass for Mr. Dr. Grant.
investors says that they insist on outside opinions.
I have opinions.
Well, your kind.
Oh, no wonder he's trying to be so nice.
Why would they care what we think?
What kind of park is this?
Take a wild guess. It's not Disneyland.
For sure.
We just dug up a new skeleton.
Well, I could compensate you by fully funding your dig
Time.
For a further 3 years.
The power of money.
Sounds like a good catch.
Like 3 years funding? Honestly, I would risk going to dinosaurs for 3 years
Even for
pay.
1 year.
Part of me is surprised he doesn't just try to bribe them to sign off on his park and not even need them to actually come.
This character might be the fun one. Or the one who died first.
Shouldn't use my name.
Dodgson! Dodgson! We've got Dodgson here!
That's pretty obnoxious.
The bottom screw's open.
Oh, you God.
Compartmentalized inside.
Why that guy look so excited?
I don't know. Is he on drugs? Is he just excited
Yeah,
about that much
what's
money?
The embryos have to be back here in San Jose by then.
Like, I would not
Oh.
trust him on anything. Oh, some poor person's gonna eat that pie with the shaving cream.
Yeah,
think it's whipped
I
cream.
know, right?
Don't get cheap on me, Dodgson.
Oh my god, this guy.
They might be my favorite characters, honestly, in a weird
Mm.
way.
So you two dig up dinosaurs?
They're like, we're very respectable, okay?
They are for different, 5 different kind of people.
Attractors. Dr. Sattler, I refuse to believe that you aren't familiar with the concept of attraction.
Okay, was that supposed to be a smooth line?
Yeah, is he flirting?
There it is.
Nice.
Yeah, I want to go. I'll take the risk of the dinosaurs. Sign me up.
Yeah, me too. I don't need the money, just buy me insurance for my family. Wow, that's nice.
Little free fall roller coaster, no warning.
Yahoo! That is so old school, right?
Yeah, I would put my seatbelt on too. Well, if you
Well,
have
if
one.
you have one.
Yes.
Jinx.
That looks like a real helicopter flying, right? I think a lot of this movie was shot in Hawaii, but I actually don't know for sure.
Oh, that's so cool. I always wanted to go to Hawaii.
I really want to go too. I hope when I'm that old, I'm that excited about anything in my life. Like, I want to have a smile like that. Come on.
I mean, if you're rich like him, you definitely have that smile.
Ah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
This investigation of the stability of the island. Your investors, whom I represent, are deeply concerned.
We get it. You're a buzzkill. We get it.
I shut you down, John.
In 48 hours, I'll be accepting your apologies.
I love we're just seeing his reaction without even seeing what he's looking at.
What? Oh, that's rough. Wow.
Yeah, you can turn my head if you see something like that.
Yeah, I know, right? And I remember this kind of dinosaur, they don't eat meat, right? Oh, never mind.
Yeah, these ones don't eat meat. Yeah.
Don't eat meat, right?
Yeah.
It's a dinosaur.
They should be like that because they spend their life looking for dinosaurs.
Yeah.
27-foot neck, Brachiosaurus 30.
The effects look so good too.
This movie is long time ago, right?
Yeah. Even the stiff suit guy is just like, wow.
We're gonna make a fortune with this place.
Okay, the first thing he thinks of is money. Come on, dude.
You said you've got a T-Rex?
Uh-huh.
Say again.
We have a T-Rex.
Oh. They totally have an orgasm. Hearing that. Look at him.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
This guy has like a huge tons of money, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god, look at that.
I mean, yeah, that is just incredible.
They do move in herds.
It must just be so meaningful for these two, this couple who has studied something their whole life, to see that realized in a way they never imagined possible. I can't imagine the sensation. I so wish we could see dinosaurs in real life.
Oh, he even has like the resort there. So nice.
I mean, Disneyland is already expensive. I cannot imagine what they would charge for admission to come here.
You've made living biological attractions so astounding. Capture the imagination of the entire planet.
And I don't even think he's overstating it. I think that's absolutely true.
It's still the best park.
Right, here. Here he comes. Well, here I come.
Here I come.
Hello. Hello. Say hello. Say hello.
Hello.
See, this is the part I would leave the room for this part. I don't like watching videos of myself. I'd be like, I'll be back. You guys watch the presentation.
Narcissism.
Narcissism?
Yeah, much. This guy, he's upset about himself.
It's all part of the miracle of cloning. Hello, John. Hello, John.
Oh my god.
More versions. You thought it was bad enough watching one version.
Yeah, maybe that's me when I'm rich.
Like dinosaurs left their blueprints behind for us to find. And get stuck in the sap and become fossilized just like a dinosaur.
I know this is somewhat pseudoscience, like obviously we can't recreate dinosaurs now, but I wonder how much of it is based off some scientific truth.
This is not like real life thingy. I thought we can do that.
We can make a baby dinosaur.
Well, that's just adorable.
I know, right?
Roman March or something hadn't been written yet, and then of course the tour moves on.
Wow. Studying should be like this.
We have no animatronics here now. Those people are the real miracle workers.
How much he paid them every year?
I hope a lot. I really hope a lot.
Can't we see the unfertilized eggs?
Chocolate.
I do love like how everyone is so excited. I feel like this would be me as well, and like seeing them like be passionate about something is cool too.
You can't do that.
Well, they just did.
Can they do that?
They hear me?
Oh, good day, sir.
Always an Asian in the lab.
It's turning the eggs.
Oh, I want to see that. I want to see that.
Come on. Come on, little one. Come on. Come on, then.
That's got to be a raptor, right? That looks like a baby raptor.
Yeah, I mean, It doesn't look that
Careful.
cute, but I still appreciate it. Better than nothing. Yeah.
Contact with that chick helps them to
They
trust
must
him.
be super happy. Look at them.
For the birth of every little creature on this island.
The poor actors, if they're having like a hard day on set, like every day they have to act so excited. Like, oh, here we go again. Gotta act super pumped.
And how do you know they can't
Don't let it bite your finger, though.
Oh, because all the animals in Jurassic
Yeah,
Park
look
are
at the
female.
teeth already there. Stop treating him like a dog.
Inherently female anyway. They just require an extra hormone given at the right developmental stage to make them male.
If there's one thing the history of evolution has taught us, it's that life will not be contained. I'm simply saying that life finds a way.
What species is this?
It's a velociraptor.
Yeah, it is. Okay.
Bred raptors.
What is it? Is it dangerous, Nick? I don't know about that thing.
Oh, you don't? Okay, I won't say anything.
Okay.
That was the same one they were digging up, though, that he was talking to them about with the kid, right? Those were velociraptor bones that he said hunt in packs, right?
Prepared a delightful menu for us. Chilean sea bass, I believe. Shall we?
He's like, they're gonna eat. Let's go away from here and eat ourselves. Like, it's insane. It's too surreal.
Like, why don't you at least kill the animal first?
Yeah, like, that's a good question. Like, does it have to be alive?
That time, they don't have smartphone to record it, right?
No. I love that camera work, like just showing the grass moving and we don't even see them.
I've hunted most things that can hunt you, but the way these things move.
Fast for a biped?
Cheetah speed.
That is fast. That is so fast.
They show extreme intelligence, even problem-solving intelligence, especially the big one. We bred 8 originally, but when she came in, she took over the pride and killed all but 2 of the others.
Jeez.
But they never attacked the same place twice. They were testing the fences for weaknesses systematically.
Yeah, that is way too smart. Way too smart.
Yes. Well, who's hungry?
I love how he's just trying to
hungry?
play it off.
None of these attractions are...
Did you lose your appetite at all, ma'am?
Yeah.
We can charge anything we want. 2,000 a day,
There you go,
10,000 a
the
day,
price
and
for
people
you,
will
Nick.
pay it.
10,000. Okay, never mind.
10,000
I'll
a
never
day.
go. 10,000 a day.
I'm just gonna
Holy-
watch the movie.
Yeah, someone can do a vlog. I'll watch that on YouTube. 10,000 a day. Jeez.
A coupon day or something.
That's me. Is it a like 99% off coupon day?
Power's the most awesome force the planet's ever seen, but you wield it like a kid that's found his dad's gun. You stood on the shoulders of geniuses to accomplish something as fast as you could, and before you even knew what you had, patented it and packaged it and slapped it on a plastic lunchbox.
What a criticism of corporations and...
Had their shot, and nature selected them for extinction.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree. Like, I think he has words of wisdom, like warning them. I don't know if I agree with that whole philosophy in general.
Is what it explores, what you call discovery. I call the rape of the natural
I
world.
don't know, like, I'm thinking like dinosaurs should be exist or not. Like, they can be dangerous, right?
They're in, and they'll defend themselves violently if necessary.
And like, it's not like we can eat them. I'm sorry, I'm just saying in a very Asian point of view.
I don't know, maybe Velociraptor is delicious. I have no idea.
Thrown back into the mix together, how can we possibly have the slightest idea of what to expect?
I mean, that is a good point.
Agree.
I don't believe it. You're meant to come down here and defend me against these characters, and the only one I've got on my side is the blood-sucking lawyer.
Yeah, because he's after the money.
Thank you.
Kids! Go away!
They are happy to see him. Literally tackling him? Okay.
Come on, that's like the best grandpa in the world.
That's true. I mean, he did take them to Dino Park.
Totally non-polluting, top of the line, spared no expense.
Hey, he considers the environment. Look at that. He's got some redeeming qualities.
I read your book.
He's not a kid person, so don't stay close to him.
They sure don't look like birds to me. I heard that there was this mini.
He's just running away. He's literally running away.
Tim.
Tim, which car were you in?
When you new one.
Aw, that's cute.
I know.
Out this other book by a guy named Backer, and he
Oh.
said I should ride with you because it'd be good for you.
Uh-oh, she wants to have baby with you.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
So cool.
Right.
What do they got in there? King Kong?
In the spin-off, King Kong shows up.
It's like half open zoo.
It's just like animals when you go to the zoo sometimes, like they're hiding. You can't see them.
Sometimes they just sleep.
This morning, those shouldn't be running off car batteries.
This guy is famous, right?
Yeah, Samuel L. Jackson, yeah.
Our lives are in your hands and you have butterfingers?
Unappreciated my time.
Bro, like, you are the most untrustworthy looking dude ever.
I know, right?
Quiet, all of you. We're approaching the Tyrannosaur paddock.
I mean, this one I would have to pause the cars. I'd be like, I'm not leaving until I see the T-Rex.
Oh, so this is the T-Rex. They have some long name that I don't know.
Yeah, Tyrannosaurus Rex. That's the full name, but you can just call him T-Rex. My favorite dinosaur.
God destroys dinosaurs. God creates man. Man destroys God. Man creates dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs eat man.
Yep.
Woman inherits the earth.
Savage.
That's an amazing line.
No,
How smart.
He's gonna eat the goat? Excellent.
What's the matter, kid? You never had lamb chop?
Happens to be a vegetarian.
He doesn't want to be fat. He wants to hunt. Suppress 65 million years of gut instinct.
I wonder if that's true, too. The arrogance of an apex predator. It's like, free food, that's too easy. I need something I gotta work for.
Now, eventually, you do plan to have dinosaurs on your dinosaur.
Oh, roasted.
Poor Santa Claus.
I really hate that man.
He's so cute.
Honestly, I'm loving these characters. Like, the humans are hilarious. The dynamic between them.
The shorthand is the butterfly effect. A butterfly can flap its wings in Peking and Central Park.
Quit trying to sound smart in front of the lady, okay, man?
Did I go too fast?
He's into this girl.
Tiny variations. The orientation of the hairs on your
Okay, Casanova, just...
microscopic and never repeat and vastly affect the outcome. That's...
Oh, you don't come here to get chicks, right? Shut up.
Look at this. See? I'm right again. Nobody could have predicted that Dr. Grant would suddenly jump out of a...
Is that allowed?
Supper program. Supper program.
I mean, thank goodness they're doing this trial run. Imagine if, like, tourists were here and things were going wrong like this. Like, the dinosaurs aren't showing up. People are leaving the vehicles.
Yeah, like, they have to think about this possibility, right?
Where are we going? He definitely.
Why would you do something stupid like this?
You okay?
Man, watch this.
She seems so happy that he's, like, helping the girl out.
I wonder...
Yeah, see, things like this, hands-on, this is where you get your $10,000.
I wonder if they stink.
Oh, she's literally crying.
Oh, I wouldn't touch that.
I wouldn't either.
Maybe just a selfie with the dinosaur. That's it.
6 weeks or so. 6 weeks.
Oh, look at him.
Oh.
There's only one way to be positive. I'd have to see the dinosaurs dropping.
Huh?
Dino... Droppings?
Droppings? As in poop?
Yeah.
Oh.
Last shuttle leaving for the dock leaves in approximately 5 minutes. Drop what you're doing and leave
I
now.
don't think they will listen to you.
That is one big pile of shit.
Now that must... Oh my gosh, that's disgusting. I'd rather watch Saw, honestly. Please don't do that, lady.
At least he's not gonna touch her hands later.
She's tenacious.
You have no idea.
You will remember to wash your hands before you eat anything.
This guy is so flaky.
Yeah, that storm is not slowing down one bit.
So much for our first tour.
It could have been worse, John.
Definitely could have been worse.
For 18 to 20 minutes, so some of the minor systems, they might go on and off for a while, but it's nothing to worry about. It's just a simple thing.
Yeah, take my word for it.
Yeah, bullshitting. I'll look at the desktop.
Go figure, honestly.
Anything at all can and does happen. Same with wives.
You're married?
Occasionally.
Occasionally?
Always on the lookout for a future ex-Mrs. Malcolm.
He doesn't even answer. He just looks over like, okay, dude.
Stay away from my woman.
5, 4, 3.
Like, the vibes coming from this guy have been nothing but bad. I really am surprised he's kept this job for as long as he has.
Yeah, and I don't think you should smoke there though. This guy really showing like villain, evil vibe.
Yeah. Like, evil, reckless, annoying. He checks every box, I think. With things so valuable, I really think they should have more security.
So that's the DNA, right?
Yeah.
And they just keep it like that? Oh my god.
She's not, like, available.
Oh my god, this guy.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You two are, yeah.
Like, it was pretty obvious they were a couple, right?
Wow.
What the?
Wow. Uh-oh. Gosh.
The way he's, like, doing this, too, like, I don't see how there's any way he couldn't get caught.
The hell?
There's a workstation.
What a complete slob.
You're just noticing now?
Why the hell would he turn the other ones off?
Put it together. Put together what he's doing.
Oh my god, this guy.
I mean, look, the lengths and the risks that some people will go to for money. It's unbelievable.
Dude.
Is he literally trying to put the sign back up? Like, bro, it's done. It's too late, bro.
Yeah, just...
That's a metaphor for your life.
Program grid.
Oh, fuck.
You didn't say the
Oh.
magic word.
Please!
He yells, please.
Such a decent guy.
Where did the vehicle stop?
They didn't stop at a good spot.
Shoot.
I love how that goat is still there, too.
So now T-Rex will have more on the menu.
What's to be scared about? It's just a little hiccup in the power.
I didn't say I was scared.
I didn't say you were scared.
Are they heavy?
Yeah.
Then they're expensive.
Oh
Put
my
'em down.
god. That's my mom when we go travel.
You feel that?
Uh-oh.
Such an iconic and amazing visual.
He's awake now, right?
What were you saying about not being scared?
Maybe it's the power trying to come back on.
That's denial, my friend.
Uh-oh.
Yes, that is the appropriate reaction.
Where's the goat?
I don't think that little goat is enough for his dinner, though.
That's barely an appetizer.
Yeah.
He left us. He left us.
Man of the year right there.
Kids back?
I know.
The hell? And you could... You're gonna be the one who die first.
Now, where does he think he's going?
When you gotta go, you gotta go.
What you gonna do, Nick? Are you gonna stay in the car and run?
I'm gonna stay in the car, and if it gets super close, then I make a run for it.
Boy, do I hate being right all the time.
I'm gonna send a message to my mom. I don't think that would work. Why would you do that?
Turn the light off. Turn the light off.
Yeah, what is she trying to do? Is she just like scared that she has
Yeah.
no idea what she's doing? I'm not sure.
Turn the light off!
Bro.
Even the kid knows.
Turn the lights off, bro.
Okay, that is so close. This is where I would probably make a run for it out of the car.
Dude, you don't know how to turn it off? Then just move. Do you need popcorn, Casanova?
He's like, none of this tastes good. Oh, I love the sound of its roar. It's just so great.
Oh shit.
I mean, that takes courage. Those aren't even his kids. That takes courage.
And he doesn't like kids, remember?
Yeah. Chuck it, chuck it.
Is he pooping? Seriously? Oh, he even closed the door.
Everything drops around it.
Oh my god.
I mean, when you abandon a car with the kids in there, I'm really not going to feel too bad.
Yeah, that's karma. Shut up, bro.
Don't move. Can't see us if we don't move.
Look at the T-Rex. It's so real, right?
I know, it looks so good.
Is it effect or like they build the...
I think a lot of it is animatronics, and then I think special effects were used as well. And that's smart thinking. She's too scared. She's just too scared. Doing that? Whoa.
Key check, space, minus.
Meanwhile, back at the office.
Find them now is to go through the computer's lines of code one by one.
I mean, it's insane that they gave this guy that level of access for something this important.
John.
It's like he can't believe what's going on right now.
Yeah, especially with his grandchildren, right? Oh, it's so annoying watching this guy. I hate him. He should be T-Rex, like man cause or whatever.
I can see the temptation of greed and anger like it's your employer, but to be this dumb about it, I don't understand that.
This guy should be in Saw 8.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That would be great.
My glasses. I can afford more glasses.
Yeah, right. You have some friends. Come over.
Yeah, little company.
Good time you can do it. Do it. Come on, Dennis.
Yeah, positive thinking is not going to help you here.
Are you gonna bite?
Yeah, so bad. What do you want? What do you want? You want food?
Not a handshake.
Hey, look, stick.
Wrong animal.
Stick, stupid. Yes. You like your stick?
I'm not interested.
No wonder you're extinct.
Bro, are you literally... Okay.
Hello.
And there you go. That's the karma.
Damn. There you go.
Was it worth it? Was it worth it for that? Got a passenger. Yeah, that's your legacy right there.
So that's for Jurassic Park Part 2.
He left us. He left us.
But that's not what I'm gonna do.
She's a good actress. Like, she is convincingly in complete shock. I do love like seeing the dinosaurs like through the lens of children as well. Like, there's just something extra powerful about that, I think.
Cam?
Oh, what? By the way, what happened to Casanova?
I think they just cut away from him. I don't think they showed yet. Because he was running. Remember, he was running, then he chucked the flare.
Yeah. Oh, it looks quite comfortable here.
Let's throw up.
Oh.
I won't tell anyone you threw up. Just give me a hand.
Look at that. He's got some parenting skills after all.
I know, right?
Coming out of a treehouse. Did your dad ever build you a treehouse?
No.
Damn it.
Do you have a tree house, Nick?
No, I never had a tree
me too.
house.
Me too.
Go.
Yeah, you might need to move. You need to move. I like that shot a lot. I wonder where they shot this. Like,
Oh shit. Quick. It's not worth it to die by a car in the Jurassic Park.
yeah, the irony of that would be so rough. Oh my gosh, it's like every way it falls is bad.
We're back in the car.
This kid, make him a comedian. You're joking under these circumstances, you have talent, dude.
They arrive at last, just like the police.
I think this was Gennaro.
I think this was too.
That's never good.
Wander in and out of any paddock it likes.
My turning off the flashlight.
Yeah.
Ian.
Oh, there he is. Okay.
Thank John for a lovely weekend.
Can we chance moving him?
Please chance it.
It's like, please, like, as you're discussing my fate, just move me.
They're not here.
Dang, if they had just stayed there, they would have been found.
So you left this guy.
And I think that's so cool. Like, that's how they can tell that the dinosaurs are close. You're talking to yourself again, dude. You're talking to yourself.
It's an impact tremor is what it is.
Now, right now.
And why don't you tell them to turn off the flashlight? You are the experienced one. Turn the light off at least.
Must go faster.
Pull him for sitting in the back.
I hope that thing tires.
Think they'll have that on the tour?
Why stop chasing them?
I'm assuming it got tired, like from running after them, or just decided it wasn't worth it.
Oh yeah, like normally they don't exercise that much, right? Another trees. I hate trees.
Those are brontosauruses. Brachiosaurus.
Oh.
They're singing.
I love how despite the danger and like how they all came close to dying, like they still, their breath is like taken away. Yeah, like seeing these dinosaurs.
What did this guy do? Join the gang?
Don't let the monsters come over here.
Not monsters.
Don't let the monsters come over here.
They only eat vegetables, but for you, I think they make an exception.
This kid, he has a career in stand-up, I'm telling you.
Oh, I'm gonna sleep now. Oh.
What are you and Ellie gonna do now if you don't have to pick up dinosaur bones anymore?
Guess we'll just have to evolve too.
I mean, he honestly looks like a natural, like with the kids like close to him.
I don't know. What do you call a blind dinosaur?
Do you think he saw us?
You got me.
A Do you think he saw us, Rex?
The dinosaurs come back while we're all asleep.
I'll stay awake
All night?
all night.
Like a good parent.
Oh shit, I think he's gonna be the one who sleep first.
Huh. That's so interesting. He throws it away.
Yeah, now he doesn't need that anymore. I have enough with dinosaurs.
Look at
They
all
even
the
have like a
merch.
souvenir shop.
Yeah. It feels like such an interesting commentary by showing that.
Poor grandpa, he must be worried. Oh, but he's still eating just fine.
Yeah, he does.
Who better to get the children through Jurassic Park than a dinosaur expert?
That sounds like denial. Like, how can you be that calm when your grandkids are missing?
I know, right? Maybe they just adopted.
I wanted to show them something that wasn't an illusion. Something that was real. Something that they could see and touch. Hiring Ned to do was a mistake. That's obvious. We're over-dependent on automation.
I mean, that was a huge mistake.
Creation is an act of sheer will. Next time it'll be flawless.
By employing that guy, that's his biggest mistake.
Never had control. That's the illusion. I was overwhelmed by the power of this place. The only thing that matters now are the people we love.
I mean, that is the real priority at this moment. I agree.
So,
Oh,
He's like, give me some of that ice cream. This has been a hard day.
I thought she's getting tissues. See, Nick, he's sleeping as well. Relax, girl. He's gay.
It's a Vegisaurus, Lex. Vegisaurus.
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 Aww.
I'm not letting go.
You're gonna play tug of war with a creature that size?
God bless you.
Oh, I feel so bad for her. That looks so disgusting. Oh, what do we
they
have
have-
here?
Egg over the face.
My grandpa said all dinosaurs were girls.
Yeah.
Some West African frogs have been known to spontaneously change sex from male to female in a single-sex environment.
Huh? It means that the frog have sex with the dinosaur. What?
Well, they blended, they used frog DNA with the dinosaur DNA to create the dinosaurs because there wasn't enough just pure dinosaur DNA.
Dying. Please shut down the system.
Would you do that? Do you think that's the right call?
Maybe, yeah. I mean, it's my grandchildren.
I mean, it's my go-to when my computer's not working just to shut it all off and restart it. So I might do that. I don't know.
3 minutes, I can have power back on the entire park.
A lot can go down in 3 minutes.
Keep.
What?
Can you tell me what they are?
They look like ostriches a little bit, right?
Gallimimus.
Are those meat eating?
That's the relevant question. Yes.
Like a flock of birds evading a predator.
They're flocking this way.
Oh shit. This is computer effect, right? Yeah,
It looks
for
like
sure.
it. It looks like it to me, yeah.
Look how it eats. Please. Bet you never look at birds the same way again.
He's like, kids, did you learn your lesson yet about making fun of my dinosaurs?
It is just a delay. That's all it is. All major theme parks have delays.
Okay, don't try to equate this to other theme park problems.
But John, if the Pirates of the Caribbean breaks down, the pirates don't eat the tourists.
Exactly. He said it better than I could.
Well, don't be too hasty.
Why don't they show us about what happened to the other staff on the island?
That's a good question. I don't know. Like, we're all like the scientists and things like that. Like, what those people are up to. Where's her gun?
Yeah, she's not even bothered carrying a gun. Uh-oh.
That's the last visual you want to come across in a dinosaur park.
That's the one who ate the ox, right?
I'm pretty sure in actual real life, like the velociraptors were much smaller than they show in this movie. I think Spielberg increased the size just for movie purposes.
Because we're being hunted. Oh, God. Straight ahead. It's all right.
Look how much sweat is on his face. That's pretty good, actually.
Are you gonna go get your gun? Oh.
You come to a T-junction. Take a left. Just never follow the main cable chart. I understand how to read a schematic.
Too many cooks in the kitchen. One person give directions.
Testing.
That's not funny.
I know, right?
Need a little motivation? Hear that behind you.
Timmy, I bet I could climb over the top and be...
Oh, what if she turned it on now? Uh-oh, these guys should be fast. Get off the fence.
The unluckiness of this timing here. That is such an awesome shot.
All right, here I go, okay?
Oh, I want to see this. Whoa.
Oh my gosh.
Quick.
Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Well, don't just stand there, kid. At least climb down.
Now you jump.
Back in business.
This for not carrying your gun.
Clever girl.
That's a cool shot. Two different predators. And what a way for the guy to go out, you know, the hunter. Almost like appreciating the strategy, the intelligence of the velociraptors.
No, Tim.
So when someone got electric shocks, you CPR them.
I don't know.
At least we learned something today, Nick. Good for daily life.
I don't have the training to do CPR. You don't want me to be the person you're relying on to get your heart beating.
Big Tim, the human piece of toast.
Oh my god, that Rose and Jack moment. And these
well, you are eating a lot, dude.
Cream. A lot of sweet because mommy is not around. Be quiet. Sit nicely. That's mommy looking for you because you're eating a lot of sugar.
Unless they figured out how to open doors.
About that?
Is it possible or just, I don't know. How do they... Oh shit.
I mean, there is suspense, and then there is suspense, man.
See, Nick, then what happened to the staff? Where are they going?
Oh.
Bro, be gentle.
Oh, what a camera movement. And what a amazing big sister, man.
I know, right? So they cannot see the children, but they can open the door. Oh. Hello there.
He's looking for an invite, okay? Have the boy hand you the gun. That's what you do. Tell him to give you the gun.
Nice. Girl power.
Honestly, these kids are highly competent and likable for movie kids.
They all looks really natural, huh?
Oh my gosh. Hope you do your pull-ups.
Uh-oh. Wow, you're very
Perfect
lucky.
timing. You're trying to take on the big guy, really?
After careful consideration, I've decided not to endorse your park.
He's like, it was neck and neck until, you know, I almost died 10 times. What a sequence. What a build up
right?
to end on that.
Is this gonna stay? Let's go, Grandpa. We don't have much time left.
I mean, it's such a meaningful moment without a word needing to be said.
But poor Grandpa, that's his legacy, right?
I know.
Because of some greedy con. Ugh. They have part 2, right? Oh my god, I think this is like the nicest movie you ever showed me.
Is this your favorite of all the ones we've reacted to so far?
Yes.
I mean, it's pretty awesome. Like, start to finish, I will just say, like, what an experience. But I mean,
I know, right?
what are your thoughts? Like, this is your first time ever seeing it. Like, I remember the ending with the T-Rex, the Velociraptors, the scene where he shows up at the Jeep. Like, those are scenes that I really remember. But what did you think just overall of the film? Or
Like, I don't even like dinosaurs before, but now I kind of like them. And like, I think the scene that the big T-Rex eat the smaller one, that I mean, they save some. I don't know how to say, but like, people won't hate dinosaur that much if the T-Rex eat all of them, right?
yeah,
If you know what I mean, like dinosaur will save you in the end. That's what I'm trying to think. Like,
yeah.
It left some meaning because of that scene.
Yeah, it gives. I don't know. I mean, it's a cool way to kind of end the movie. I think it. I don't know. It's almost like they find an escape in the least likely way, like from the most deadly predator, which is kind of cool. But I don't know. Like, I think it's obviously like there's some commentary about the hubris of men and like commercialism and like making a profit and that leading to, you know, colossal mistakes, or even just the idea of like meddling with nature. You know, there are definitely some conversations I think sprinkled throughout that kind of made that very clear. I don't know. Do you have any thoughts about that in general, or?
Yeah, but it's true. Like, all of the sequence that we make is all about human, right? Like, we
Yeah.
all make mistake, and that's the natural call for us. I think so. And I'm sure gonna look for behind the scene video.
Oh, me
this
too.
movie.
Me too. Because so many of those, like, I really think it was a combination. Like, I think some of the up close shots, and I'm wondering if Spielberg like shot some of those sequences with the T-Rex in the rain to help hide
Looks
it.
so
Like,
real.
but it looked so good. Like, and I'm pretty sure this movie is early 90s. It's easily over 20 years old, right? Even if it's more
Yeah.
recent than that. You know.
Imagine watching these in 3D.
Oh,
That would be so awesome.
yeah, I get how this is a film. You know, Spielberg does it time and time again with many of his movies that are truly game changers. I think this is one that stands out in his filmography where it was a game changer for cinema. And watching it these years later, like, I truly understand why. But like, those things are impressive to me. Like, something that I feel like watching it older and like things I didn't pick up on or appreciate at all being younger watching this when you're just taking in the dinosaurs, like the characters it was a funny movie. Like there are a lot
they're
of
really
funny moments,
charming.
man. Yeah.
Like Casanova and the smaller kids.
Yeah, yeah, the kids are some of my favorite like kid characters and actors that I can think of in like a mainstream big budget movie. Like really likable, really funny, felt very real, and then when they were terrified, it helped me experience that, because their acting was so good and you kind of put yourself in the place and also in like the protective sense for a kid,
So nice. Such a nice movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I told my friend that we're gonna watch Jurassic Park today, and he said like, "Oh, you're so lucky. That's my favorite movie of all time." Now I have to agree with him.
Heck.
Real, man. For
Heck.
real, yeah, I really like it.
Yeah, I really have no critiques for it. I think it does the perfect blend of like showcasing us the beauty, the wonder, the glory of the dinosaurs, and then slowly edging us towards disaster, which, is fun to see, when you're not there experiencing it, seeing the dinosaurs go crazy, wreak havoc. It's exciting. It makes for a great movie, but heck, maybe we'll get around to the sequels. Who knows? But let us know in the comments. Do you want us to continue to watch more Jurassic Park movies? Definitely just wanted to check this one out. Jurassic Park was one I think I saw once. I don't even know if my parents let me see all of it, to be honest. I was quite young when I watched it, but I figured it would definitely be worthwhile checking it out as an adult, and I'm very glad I did. I'm really glad you liked the movie too.
Yeah, I love it.
I was impressed. But like I mentioned at the beginning, if you want to see our full unedited reaction to this movie, all my movies are up on Patreon. You can watch along with the full movie, see all our commentary, extended conversations, all that good stuff. Thank you to everyone who supports there. And let me know in the comments. I definitely want to be checking out some more Spielberg classics. There's plenty that I haven't seen myself. But let me know in the comments if you want us to see more dinosaur-themed movies, more Spielberg in general. Very curious. And too, I'd love to hear people's thoughts about the whole theme of like man's hubris with nature and whether or not there's ever a time or place for man to kind of interfere with that. But thank you to everyone for watching along. And as always, remember, be active, be mindful, and be a hero.